Let's talk about who's the better one to target here. And I will mention Akiem Hicks came in at number 25 on our top 100 free agents when that list initially came out. Calais Campbell, JJ, was 75. Who would you go after?
Well, it just depends on what your team needs here. Like, if we're just looking at who has more gas left in the tank, I don't think there's really any question. It's Akiem Hicks. You got Calais Campbell, who's in his mid-30s at this point. However, Akiem Hicks battled a number of injuries last season, ankle and groin, just to name a couple. Calais Campbell is that guy, that Walter Payton Man of the Year. And so if your team, if your defense, if your defensive line needs that veteran leader, that good guy, that guy who is going to be able to command a room and say, listen up to some of the rookies who may be along that defensive line, then I'm going to go Calais Campbell. Yeah, they didn't have the same amount of sacks last season. He only had 1.5 sacks, but their pressure rate was somewhat similar. Again, he was healthier last season, but if you want a guy just simply to get after the passer, if you want a guy who's going to be able to run stuff, if you want a guy who has a little bit more tread on the tires, then I don't think there's any question you would go with Akiem Hicks. It's just what exactly does your team and its formula need to be successful this season?
I'm looking here at my NFL handbook, and one of the oldest cliches in it is the best ability is availability. And I think Jonathan hit the nail on the head right there. Akiem Hicks has been battling injuries, not just last season, a couple seasons ago. He's actually missed 19 games over the past 3 seasons. So when you're thinking about signing someone who is well into their 30s, yes, Calais Campbell's in his mid-30s, 35, going to turn 36, and Hicks is 32. But when you're over the hill, which you are in the NFL, you got to watch out for the injuries. And Hicks just hasn't been able to stay on the field. And so, I just mentioned 19 games in 3 seasons. Calais Campbell hasn't even missed 19 games in his 14-year career. So he will be on the field. He is almost always healthy. And when he is there, as JJ mentioned, it's a similar pressure rate. And so you want the guy that can stay on the field. So if I'm looking at signing one of these two guys to a 1 or 2 year deal, I'm probably going with Calais Campbell.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.